Once upon a time, in a peaceful and fragrant little village, there lived a beautiful but poor girl named Cinderella. Her heart was as clear as glass, and her smile as soft as the morning sunlight. But in her life, happiness was rare, and sorrow was plenty. Cinderella's mother had passed away long ago, and her father had married a selfish woman. On the outside, she appeared kind, but her heart was full of jealousy. She had two daughters, Ella and Bella, proud, vain, and cruel, just like their mother. When Cinderella's father died, her stepmother took away all the joy from the house. Cinderella was turned into a servant. From morning till night, she swept the floors, washed clothes, cooked meals, but never received a single word of kindness. Every night, when everyone else slept, Cinderella would look up at the stars and whisper quietly, "I wish one day someone would understand me, someone who could feel the kindness in my heart." One day, an announcement came from the royal palace. The king had arranged a grand ball to celebrate his son, Prince Arian's birthday. Girls from all over the kingdom were invited, so that the prince could choose his bride. Cinderella's stepmother ordered fine dresses for her daughters. They spent hours before the mirror, adorning themselves. Cinderella too wished she could go, but her stepmother laughed mockingly. "You? In these rags? You don't belong there." Cinderella softly replied, "I don't wish to dance. I only wish to dream." Hearing this, her stepmother tore her dress apart. Tears rolled down Cinderella's cheeks as she sat quietly in the corner of her room and whispered, "Maybe my destiny is nothing but ashes." Suddenly, a soft light filled the room that a gentle voice echoed. "No, dear child, if destiny is not ashes, but light." Before her stood a glowing fairy with silver hair, eyes like stars, and a shining magic wand in her hand. "I am your fairy godmother," she said with a smile. "Your pure heart has called me. Now watch. The time for your prayers to be answered has come." The fairy waved her wand, and in an instant, Cinderella's torn rags turned into a beautiful blue gown. Glittering slippers appeared on her feet, glass slippers, shining under the moonlight. Then, a pumpkin turned into a golden carriage, mice became horses, and birds spread their wings, chirping with joy. "Go, Cinderella," said the fairy. "But remember, this magic will last only until midnight." When Cinderella arrived at the palace, every eye turned toward her. Even Prince Arian was stunned. "I have never seen such beauty in all the world," he whispered. The music began. Cinderella and the prince looked into each other's eyes, and time seemed to stop. There were no words between them, but their hearts spoke. She smiled shyly, and for the first time, felt truly loved. But when the clock struck 12, she gasped, "I must go." She ran down the stairs as the glow of her gown began to fade. As she hurried away, one glass slipper slipped from her foot and was left behind. Prince Arian picked it up, astonished. "This slipper is a sign of my destiny. I will never forget it." The next day, the prince declared, "Whosoever fits this slipper shall be my bride." Throughout the kingdom, the glass slipper was tried on every maiden's foot. Even the stepsisters tried, but it did not fit them. At last, the guards reached Cinderella's home. Her stepmother had locked her in a room, but destiny cannot be chained. The royal guards heard a voice and opened the door. Cinderella stepped out quietly. When the slipper fit perfectly on her foot, the whole world seemed to pause. The gentle light of the fairy flickered again, and everyone realized she was the girl of dreams. Prince Arian took Cinderella's hand and said, "You are not only beautiful, you are true. You have won hearts, not through magic, but through your soul." Their wedding became the grandest celebration in the kingdom. Flowers rained, music played, and joy sparkled everywhere. Cinderella promised her fairy that she would spend her life helping others, so that no girl would ever be kept away from her dreams again. Time passed, but their love never faded. For love born from humility, not pride, is eternal. And even today, when a bright star twinkles in the night sky, they say it is Cinderella's prayer, still whispered for all those who dare to dream. Crescent Moon Sparkles, if you enjoyed this magical tale of Cinderella, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more beautiful fairy tales on our channel. Fairy Realm Stories, Sparkling Heart Sparkles.